Hi, I'm back. This is that's gonna be. I just been cut off. My video had been cut off because of running out of memory. I forgot to delete some, which I know I always have to do every time I do a new video, to delete some of the old videos, but I forgot, so the video cut off, and so I'm back now. This is the second part of the video for this week. Today is Wednesday, the March 2021, and the video is for the week that starts on Monday, 22nd of March 2021. And I've been discussing about the protests happened this week with the demonstrations of under the name Kill the Bill. The origins, why it have developed into this movement, what is happening now, that there was some demonstration that ended in damage of private property and damage to also and to police officers injured as well, I believe. I don't know, it's obviously civils were injured, I don't know that. They definitely were arrested, and it's coming from previous demonstrations on Sarah's vigil, demonstrations against gender violence and the use of force of police, and the criticism to that disproportionate, believed to be disproportional, the use of force from the police in Sarah's vigil, that have led now to demonstrations under the name of the movement Kill the Bill. And what I was saying, that the law is different and allow police to intervene to any demonstration when before they were allowed only to confront acts of violence and damage to private property. Now they are allowed to intervene without these acts of violence or damage to private property actually happening. And this new law, which is new, I don't know exactly, but it has been in the last few months or the last few weeks, I'm not entirely sure. It comes after incidents happening or things happen, and I don't know if I can say incidents. I need to be careful with the use of words. Things happening during demonstrations of Black Lives Matter, and damage to monuments. To monuments that were related to slavery or racism. What I am saying in the first part is that I don't know what happened to the people that were involved on the putting down those monuments. The law, I believe, says that it's unlawful to damage private property or public property as well, I suppose, in this case. But the law also say that racism is not allowed, to have a monument that is connected to racism. To what extent is that lawful either, So for me, it's very difficult to decide one thing and the other one, because the two things are not allowed, are not lawful. So why should I say that it was a crime to put the monuments down, but at the same time those monuments maybe were not lawful either, because they are connected to of racism, as they are connected to racism. But again, I maybe don't have all the details. I'm definitely not a lawyer, so I don't know all the laws either. So I think I'm gonna stay with just exposing my opinion, which is that a monument that is connected to racism, it should be it's not lawful either, because racist exhibitions or expressions are not lawful either, So just to clarify that, really. And yeah, this happening now this week, that the demonstrations for Kill the Bill movement have ended with police van being on fire, whatever caused the fire. I mean, I don't know. I suppose when they show the picture, it was the Protestants. I don't know. I didn't read exactly who caused the fire in the van. Again, crimes are unlawful by the new law. However, crimes and damage of the property was a crime in the old law as well, in the previous law as well. So what's the point to introduce police intervention in any demonstration without acts of violence or damage to property actually happening? What's the purpose of that? I really have a problem with that. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. I'm not 100% sure is I will allow is an agree either with to put a sentence of prisons to people that damage public property when this property, like monuments that are representing or connected to racism, because yes, definitely I'm saying it's a crime, but so it's a crime to those monuments. It's unlawful, so it's unlawful. I cannot say it's a crime, but it shouldn't be lawful because those monuments because racism. No, what I mean is a crime. Racism is a crime. It's not lawful. So first of all, that because this law only focus on the people that causing the damage, but it doesn't focus on the people it doesn't mention anything about those representations of racism, So I think only have focus on one area, only have discussed one side. So I cannot agree with something that haven't, considered everything, I cannot agree with that. But also, I definitely cannot agree at the moment. At least I see something where I find out something different. At the moment, I cannot agree with the intervention of police when there is no without acts of violence or damage to property, because for me, is you are allowing police intervention without these things happening. It's allowed to. It's basically to restrict freedom of speech. Basically, is to being able to stop any protest without any real justification. So that. Even though I'm sure it's gonna be people saying, or if they hear me saying that, they will be accused of, whether police interventions, have to be allowed, to control demonstrations. Yes, I'm sure of that. That there is situations like that. However, to say that they can do it without any real justification, it means that they can stop a demonstration even when there is no need to stop it either. So I do have a problem with that. I think things have to be a bit more clear. a bit more clear for each side. And don't take me wrong, I understand police officers need protection. I understand that, even though obviously it's easy to go with, the idea of freedom of speech and protest, which I definitely defended very, very often, and I'm defending it here, but in a way, I also obviously understand the safety of police officers. However, without definitely that doesn't mean there is no need for bringing a law that basically takes all the rights. It takes all the rights to protest without the risk of have a sentence of prison, because we need to think what happened now with people that have been in the protest and have nothing to do with the acts of violence. What this new law, that's what I understood. I hope it's not like that, or if it is like that, it's gonna be changed, because I find that can bring a lot of fairness and a lot of unfair charges. Is I understand that this law, everyone in that protest, because the protest became unlawful immediately, everyone could be charged with with unlawful protest, attendance of or presence on an unlawful protest, or a crime that have happened during this protest. So yeah, that means everyone attending a demonstration, whether they have nothing to do with a crime of violence or property damage, they are now, only because they have attended the protest, be at risk of being charged. That's where I have a problem, and I hope I understood that wrong. But if this is like that, I definitely want to put my opinion there, and I definitely think it should change, because if that is happening, I think everyone in the world is gonna be charged with this, under this law, and the sentence, as I say, can even lead to prison, which is you look the limitation of freedom of speech that we talk about internationally, the samples that you see, this law exercise fully could bring that situation when freedom of speech could be absolutely is restricted. So yeah, I do have a problem with that. Definitely I do. So I don't know how that was approved. I suppose, again, obviously it happens when the conservative government, of course, and again, people still, voting to conservative governments, and this type of things always happen in conservative governments. I'm not going to say always, because I haven't been living, I've been living less than 100 years. So I don't going to be, I cannot talk about something that I wasn't present to. However, it seems to be happening, and in my life experience, it's been happening. So yeah, and that's I think that's more or less the full discussion. I have a video which I always do. I always connect the video to the video making and the discussion, and the video's name is "What is Kill the Bill Movement?" 24th, it says in Spanish, marzo, which is March, the 2021. So the date it says in Spanish, but the title is actually in English. What is Kill the Bill movement? 24th of March 2021, but in Spanish is the date is wrote in Spanish, and the channel is Time to Fight for Human Right. Time to Fight for Human Right, and this is the video, and yes, I can put on. Oh no, it's finished. I think it's finished now. So it had been on. It's just it started automatically. So obviously it had been on, and now it's finished. And maybe go to a different video that have nothing to do with this. Maybe I'm not sure. No, I'm not gonna manage to do anything. So, my laptop is it's kind of collapsing. I don't know what happened. But it's getting worse recently. I just want to make. I would like the video show this this on the presentation, but I don't know. I don't know how it chooses the presentation. It does choose a presentation. I don't know how. I never show the date, which I would like to show the date, obviously. So let me see if I can. No, I can make it work. And now it's gone. Oh well. So that's the video. The content is what I have explained. So I don't know. Is you need. And I just put that out there. So if anyone want to go back, you know, to know or to remember what the Kill the Bill movement is about, and what how why it happened, they can go back to that video. I think that's the subject for today, really. My laptop is doing whatever it wants, so I don't know. So yeah, that's more or less the main content of this week's video. About coronavirus, obviously it's still very relevant, always, since we know at the start. The vaccines, last week I was talking about the vaccine and the controversy around. At the moment, I think still everything is quite unclear at the moment, and so I think I don't want to discuss the subject just now, and I'll maybe do it the next week, but I think for this week I think I need to leave it. But it's still, it's still this discussion of whether some countries, really trust some of the vaccines, or whether not to, the use of the vaccines in general. I did a full discussion last week about that. If anyone is interested, and but this week I'm gonna leave it. But just to say that there's still those discussions are still on progress. So because I think there have been. I think some countries maybe have become more quiet about it. I want to wait for more governments to make their voice heard, to see what they are thinking about now, what they are thinking on. But at the moment I only hear only hear things coming from the government in UK, and I want to hear more governments' opinions and see what is the discussion at this point, basically. So yeah, and let me see if I can put this video. No, I can't. I can't. I'm really sorry. Well, as I say, the name of the video is "What is Kill the Bill Movement?" 24th marzo, which is March in English, 2021, and the channel is Time to Fight for Human Rights. So it's two words, time to fight, and another word is for human right. And so that's the video. If you want me to show, I can show, I think. Maybe, no. Yeah, there you go. And that's all. And it's just everything I've been saying, really. Nothing else to say at the moment, I think. So I'm gonna leave it here. I don't have the feeling that I have something to add about that, but I think I'm gonna leave it here. And if I have something to add, I will have to make a third part of this video this week. But at the moment, I can't think of anything else. I can't remember if I'm missing something, or I covered what I wanted to discuss today. So I'm gonna leave it here for now. So.